Spend a half an hour every morning in quiet time.
Hey y'all. Good morning. Good afternoon. Depending on where you are in this country of ours. We're gonna let it ride for a minute so we can take our medication. Welcome to the hush room. Welcome to the hush room. Get my medication. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I hit replay or delay or what on the intro, but we back at it. Not like a bad habit, but we back at it. Here to make another one. Again, welcome to the hush room. I'm Gigi. It's quiet time. You know the routine. You know we gotta take our medication before we get into our conversations, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit that notification bell, so you can be informed when Gigi got something she wants to talk about, okay? Hope everyone had a great weekend. Everyone's having a great morning. We're here to talk about some things, some people, some concepts. We will not let history be revised by these unsubstantiated narratives that people are trying to put out. Okay? We just like to tell the truth. What they used to say back in the day, tell the truth and stay in church. Yeah. You know, we just want to tell the truth. Alright? So, since we got this technical stuff worked out, let's get some medication in our system so we can go on and have some conversations about what we want to talk about today. So this channel, we talk about everything, some things, sometimes nothing, sometimes it's just me by myself, then there's others that join us on the panel that have opinions, concepts, perceptives about a certain topic, which we invite. You're more than welcome to drop a comment. If you have something you want Gigi to research, if you want one of our panelists to research and give their opinion about, you know, we don't argue over here about who this and who that. We just go by what we saw and what the book says. Okay, how about that? Alrighty then, let's get some medication in our system before we get started. Lighters in the air, torch, you know, flamethrower, whichever one you utilize. let's get that going right quick so we can get on into our show. I'm not going to try to keep y'all long. I did receive a comment that the long streams are fine. Everybody enjoys the long stream, but the shorter ones gets more trap. Okay, so if it takes a short stream to say what we gotta say, that's what we gonna do. But if it takes a long stream like a surgery with a scalpel, that's what we gonna do also. Alright, so torches, lighters, flamethrowers in the air. Let's get it. Make sure you're getting your swerve on with the beat, okay? You gotta swerve. That's what's gonna get you in the right headspace. Yeah. What did Tommy Davidson say? Filet mignon. Yeah, that's what that is. What I just had in medication. That's the filet mignon. Okay, top shelf. Yeah. I'm gonna let it swerve one more time, and then we're gonna get into our show. How about that? Like I said, my name is Gigi. I will be your host today. You are more than welcome to leave a comment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Okay? We're usually around town on Mondays, 11:30. Check out the community page. A lot of information in the community page. Some things we talk about here on the channel during the show. Some things we don't. Alrighty then. Okay. Congratulations, Hush Room. As of October 1st. I don't know if I shared this with you guys or not, but we got 500,000 people looking at our stuff. Alright. I want to thank you guys for all the views, all the comments, the interaction with Gigi. You know, whether it be a positive, a negative, indifferent, you know, either way it go, your interaction with our family and our community is greatly appreciated. Okay? So thank you guys for 450,000 views. Okay, we got a little ways to go before we get to where we want to be at, but we well on the road. Okay, how about that? Okay. Like I said, thank you guys. 450,000 since I don't know what it is as of today, but this was as of October the 1st. Alrighty. Miss Coco. She's a champion. Miss Coco. Yeah. She's 21 years old. Let me read to you what the article said about Miss Coco. Congratulations, Coco Golf. She rallied to reel off 4 straight games and beat Jessica Pagula 6-4 and then 7-5 to claim the Wuhan Open title in an All-American final on October the 12th. At 21, Goff lifts her second trophy of the year after the French Open, and now owns 11 career titles. She ain't but 21, and she got 11 career titles. Okay, and this is the first time that, this is the second time that an African American woman has won it. The first one was Miss Williams, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at my notes, because I did some note taking this weekend, you guys. I believe it was 2015, if I'm not mistaken, that Miss Williams, Serena, won the Wuhan. And this is the second African American young lady to win it since 2015, Miss Coco Gauff. We salute you. Okay? Keep up the good work. Stay focused, young lady. Yeah. You know how we do it. We do all our congratulations and condolences at the beginning of the show. And then who do we got here? He finna hit you in the face with them knuckles. Is that Jerron? They call him Boots Ennis. He stops Yusma Lima in the first round of his 154-pound debut. 2 knockdowns in under 2 minutes before the referee waved it off. This man won in the first round. What he doing, y'all? And Mr. Ennis said he's coming for the belts, y'all. Yes, he did. He said he's coming for the belts. So we're going to be looking out to see what Mr. Ennis got on his plate coming up. Okay? Congratulations, Boots. And while we talking about boxing, the Thurman and Fundora fight has been postponed. Fundora hurt his hand, fractured his hand during training, so they're postponing that fight. It's supposed to have been on October the 25th here in the 702, but that fight has been postponed. Okay? We want to offer our condolences to the Keaton family. Miss Diane Keaton has passed away. People magazine confirmed that Diane Keaton has passed in California. The family didn't share the details surrounding her passing and is asking for privacy. Miss Keaton was an Oscar-winning actress. Was most known for her legendary roles in The Godfather, Godfather Part 2, and The First Wives Club. Her career spanned decades, so we know that face. We know her face. We remember some of the projects that she participated in. So our thoughts and prayers are with the Keaton family. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Like me some more medication for this, cause these are my girls right here. There they are. We got the punk god. Who is that? Miss Gray. We got the MVP. I think she is the DPYO. DPOY. Yeah. These are the aces. You know, I don't know if you guys know anything about cards, but these are the aces. And they are the WNBA champions. Okay? The Las Vegas Aces held off the Phoenix Mercury 97-86 in Game 4 to complete a sweep. Oh Lord, they went in there with the Swiffers, with the brooms, okay? Yeah, we're gonna sweep around your house, okay? For the 2025 WNBA Finals on Friday, Asia Wilson scored a game-high of 31 points to help the Aces secure their third WNBA title in 4 years. Okay, they 3 out of 4. Yeah, they 3 out of 4. And they're scheduling a celebration for October 17th, which is Friday. I think they're gonna be in, if I'm not mistaken, they're gonna be in Henderson on Friday with the celebration. I don't know if there's gonna be a parade. They just say the celebration. I don't know what that entails. Y'all might know more about it than I do. Let me know. Okay? So congratulations, Aces. Yeah. When you play in spades, the ace, the aces are the trump card. So congratulations to the aces. Alrighty. What y'all know about this? Anybody ever heard of this right here? Huh? It's being called the return of Verzuz Complexicon. What? Who was the last one that participated in the Verzuz? Was it? I thought it was Omarion and Mario. It's where you got 2 legendary rappers, singers, performers performing some of their best legendary songs, raps, whatever it may be. So we got Cash Money Records. Say what? We got Cash Money Records versus No Limit Records. Oh my goodness. And let's see what the article from Vibe is saying about this. Okay. According to Vibe, 2 of hip-hop's most illustrious record labels will face off in a battle of classic songs to kick off the return of Verzuz when Cash Money Records and No Limit Records headline the upcoming Complexicon here in the 702. Scheduled to take place on October the 25th and 26th. 2 days. 2 days of Verzuz in the Las Vegas Convention Center. Complexicon's opening day will end with the anticipated return of the popular live performance platform. Verzuz went on a hiatus following the legal turmoil involving co-founders Swizz Beatz and Timbaland and former partner Trilla. So we're gonna have Master P, Birdman, and all of them guys here for 2 days in a Verzuz. Lord have mercy. At the convention center. And they're calling it the Complexicon. The convention center. Lord have mercy. I don't know if y'all ever been to 702, the convention center, but that place is enormous, okay? So we got to see what's really going on around here. I don't know if they're gonna have, I know they're gonna have tickets, but But I don't know if they're gonna have something on the TV, or I don't know if Gigi gonna be able to hobble down to Paradise and Trappa and see if she can get in on her senior citizen VIP or what. But it would be nice to kind of see the opening or the beginning again of this era. It's gonna be, if I'm thinking right, it's gonna be a sight to see. Cause who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? We talking about Wayne. We talking about Drake. We talking about Master P. We talking about, who are we talking about, y'all? That's why it's gonna take 2 days. That's like going to a concert on October the 25th. So, you guys ain't got nothing to do, and you want to see this legendary Verzuz, make your way to the 702 on October the 25th and 26th and check it out. Okay? Alrighty. Alright, so the next thing that we want to talk about is this young man right here. This young man right here. Yeah, he love to sue everybody. Yeah, he sues everybody. So, since he put this lawsuit up against Mr. Kendrick Lamar, y'all know what I'm talking about, Not Like Us, and told him if he was performing at the Super Bowl that he was gonna sue him. So I don't know, he sued him, and for some reason, I don't know what he was thinking when he was wasting all that money on them lawsuits, okay? Because according to where did I get this information from? Let me make sure I give y'all the right source, because I don't want y'all to say that Gigi is making stuff up. Y'all know how y'all do. Well, not all of y'all, but some of y'all, say I don't know what I'm talking about, and that I'm just talking. Let me see who did I get this information from? Okay, give me a minute. I should have had it pulled up already, but last minute details. Hope you guys are having a great morning. Okay, here we go. Alright, it doesn't give us a source, but I have the actual document that was filed. Where was this filed at? It just says United States District Judge. That's the docket number. So let me read you what the article says. It says the federal judge on Thursday, October 9th, dismissed Drake's defamation lawsuit against the UMG Universal Music Group over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us ruling that a war of words during a heated rap battle did not violate the law, and that some of the case was logically incoherent. I mean, they don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Man. Huh? Drake's case filed earlier this year claimed that UMG defamed him by releasing Lamar's scathing diss track, which tarred his arch rival as a certified you-know-what. He believed that millions of people took that lyric literally, severely harming his reputation. Okay, first thing is, Mr. Drake, what are the rules on a diss track? Tell me that. What's the rules? Is there certain words you can't use, certain parameters? I know some people when they used to do the diss track back in my day, mothers and children were off limits to some people. I ain't gonna say everybody, but to some people, mothers and children were off limits. And I don't think that was the case here. You said he used those two words, and you think that people took that literally and that it defames your reputation. Mr. Dre, your reputation was defamed before Kendrick even got on you, okay? See, you fail to realize that Mr. Kendrick been on your neck since what? Back in the day. When you tried to come out with all that other stuff. Back in the day, a few years ago. And see, what you did was, Mr. Drake, you thought that Kendrick was gonna back down and he didn't have nothing in the bag, and you thought that your fans and see, this is a diss track. This ain't got nothing to do with the judge, the jury, the gavel. This is some street stuff right here, partner. How you gonna take something from the streets and go before the judge and tell him he was talking about me and defamed my character? What is you talking about, young man? Huh? Usually in a diss track, usually in a diss battle, you got to go head to head with the one you dissing, partner. Ain't nobody trying to come to see you, Otis. Huh? And what the problem was, you didn't think Not Like Us was gonna blow up like it did. And then you gonna tell him not to perform it at the Super Bowl. And then he messed around and performed several songs at the Super Bowl. And then what he did, he called you out by name, partner. Yeah. Cause see, the problem with a lot of people, you wanna bark and bark and bark until your barking don't mean nothing no more, partner. Yeah. You got all these tracks, all these references, all these supposedly comebacks, and falling straight to the ground like dust. You build your house on sand, partner. I'm not saying you're not a great performer. You're a great performer, you know. You got talent, but you don't stick your hand in the fire and don't expect to get burned, okay? This young man used a sample of Luther Vandross on you, partner. Huh? And then he did you like LeBron be doing, peekaboo. He said, sometimes you got to pop out. Huh? Yeah. Sometimes you got to pop out on them. Sometimes you got to, like hide and seek. Sometimes you gotta come around the tree on them when they looking for you. Yeah. Yeah. How come you didn't say nothing about that? How come you didn't say nothing about that? Huh? So your case was dismissed. You didn't even get no money. You done spent all that money on lawyers, on what they call them, lawyers, and you still ain't got no money. You still ain't got no respect. You still ain't got no foot. Man, come on. Go back to the studio, partner. You better get ready for October 25th. You better hope Lamar don't show up. He ain't on one of them labels, so he won't be there. But you better hope he don't pop out on you, okay? That's what you better hope. Huh? What you talking about, little boy? Huh? And all that money, you still can't win no case with a federal judge at that. This ain't no public defender. This is a federal judge, a federal case that got dismissed because your case was, they say, logically incoherent. That means what you talking about don't make no logically sense, partner. And you better be glad the judge didn't fine you for taking up his time looking at this mess that you done created with this case, okay? Huh? Don't make me call mustard. Don't make me call mustard. Yeah, don't make me call mustard. So I just thought you guys would want to know that the case that Mr. Drake filed against Mr. Kendrick Lamar was incoherently, logically incoherent, and the judge said, man, get out of my house, okay? Don't come back up in here with that mess, okay? Like I said, get ready for October 25th, because I think you part of, if I'm not mistaken, you might be part of Cash Money, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Alrighty. Up next. Look at that. Didn't we talk about Jordan last week with Lamar Jackson? Now we're talking about Jordan and Jalen Hurts. What is going on with Mr. Michael Jeffrey Jordan? Huh? He building castles. They stores, but they castles. Lord have mercy. And he putting them all over the United States. Baltimore. And then here he is with Mr. Jalen Hurts putting up another Jumpman Jordan brand store that looks like a castle. Oh my goodness. Huh? So Jordan Brand opened the first United States World of Flight store in the city their franchise quarterback calls home, which is Philadelphia. It's on 1617 Walnut Street, okay? And it's currently open. The grand opening came with restocks, early access to unreleased heat, and exclusive Jalen Hurts merchandise that flew off the shelves. See, this is what we call, man. Y'all want to talk about greatness. Huh? You want to talk about making your money, make money, still make money? Yeah. Yeah. This is what we talking about right here. Yeah, this is what we talking about right here. He's opening up stores. And see, the thing about it is, other folks that want to be in this same lane can't even sell no shoes. You got the Ninja Turtle shoes, partner. Don't nobody want that. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. them Ninja Turtle shoes. Nah. Stay in your lane, partner. So, I did watch some football this weekend. Not a lot, because I'm getting tired of the sports industry. I'm seriously getting tired of the sports industry. I don't know if it's me or if it is my TV, and I'm beginning to, I had it, updated, and I don't know if I'm now seeing some of the stuff that I didn't see before. But this whole situation with football, basketball, all of that, I'm just kind of tired of it, y'all. Because there's nothing new. As the book says, there's nothing new under the sun. Right? So I'm just kind of tired of it. But for some fun facts, I did watch the Ohio State-Illinois game. Because Ohio State are the champions, right? So I kind of wanted to see what Ohio State was working with. The game started out slow. Illinois didn't have their I don't know if they, after halftime, Illinois came back and kind of put the foot down and started playing a little bit. But the problem with Illinois State, and I don't know if the coach is recognizing this, they're not converting third downs. By halftime, Ohio State had converted, I think it was 12 third downs, and Illinois State only had 3 conversions. And then this pass interference, I'm trying to learn one move on one side, just say Illinois. Illinois gets called for pass interference for, let's just say, a pull on the jersey. Pull on the jersey or the pull on the arm. And then you go on the other side of the field and you see Ohio State perform the same so-called pass interference, and there's no call. So I need y'all to help me understand what difference does one move on one team constitute pass interference, while the same move on the other side does not constitute that. Because I say that because there's so much inconsistency with these pass interference calls. There was a face mask on the first call back from halftime. The boy literally pulled the young man, the Ohio State defender, literally pulled the Illinois State, pulled his head around by his face mask, and there was no call. So I'm seeing too much inconsistency. And then another thing that I saw in that Ohio State and Illinois game was the offside penalty. You mean to tell me that your team, your line, don't know the cadence? You practice all week, all year, training camp, but you still don't know your QB's cadences? And it's not just in college, it's in the professional league. I'm seeing all kinds offside. So I'm not too enthusiastic about what the sports industry is up to, okay? It's So I'm kind of disgusted with football and basketball. Okay, I didn't watch any basketball this weekend. I know we still in preseason, and the opener is not until what, the 22nd. So I'm not going, invest any real time into evaluating things because I know they're still trying to set the team up as to which way they want to go. That's each team, all 30 of them. People are still out, people are still hurt. So I want to wait and see what happens after the 22nd, I believe. But one thing I did want to talk about, last Monday, Mr. Marshall came online with me and he was asking me if I had heard about the rumors of Caesar. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If I had heard about Caesar rumoring to be retired. And what did I say? If anybody remember, what did I say? I said I'll believe it when I see it, right? So I was thinking about that. And let's just have a few minutes of conversation about that. Alright, so as of last week, if I'm not mistaken, Caesar, 8-Face, is supposed to be out 3 to 4 weeks. Season hasn't even started. Season hasn't even started yet. And you're supposed to be out 3 to 4 weeks. I told you I'm gonna keep my foot on your neck every time I have a stream. Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna be out 3 to 4 weeks. What you out for? So let me read to you what they're saying about Caesar. It says LeBron James will be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks due to sciatica on his right side per Shams. Your name even sounds like a sham. LeBron will miss the Lakers season opener against the Wizards. LeBron James is being sued. Okay, so you're going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks due to a sciatica. Do we know what a sciatica is? Do you need me to tell you what a sciatica is? So let's just make sure we know what we're talking about, because we don't want to talk about something that we don't know anything about. So sciatica is pain radiating along the sciatic nerve, which runs down one or both legs from the lower back. It's usually caused when a herniated disc or bone spur in the spine presses on the nerve. Pain originates in the spine and radiates down the back of the leg. Sciatica typically affects only one side of the body. Okay? The most common treatment for it is physical therapy and medication for pain. So that means you either got herniated disc somewhere or a bone spur in the spine pressing on that nerve. So what are you going to do in 3 to 4 weeks to alleviate that pressure on that sciatica? You going to have some physical therapy? You going to have surgery? Because, see, I know what that is. Yeah, I know what that is. By experience, partner. Don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet now. You had a whole lot to say. Don't get quiet now. And then while you gonna be out from 3 to 4 weeks, you talking about you gonna monitor the Lakers. Yeah, you gonna monitor the Lakers and see where they are. And people are saying that you pressing for a trade. Let me ask you this, Caesar. Hey, Faith. How come you just didn't go ahead and go on and trade to the wherever team you want to be at instead of taking the extension? If you want to be over there in Dallas so bad, why did you take the money? Why you just didn't go over there to the TEXAS, huh? Why you didn't go on over there? You think they want you over there? I read an article that they're not even interested in you, partner. You just gonna bogart your way to the TEXAS? Huh? You think AD, you think Kyrie, you think Cooper Flag wanna play with you, and you got a bone spur and a dislocated disc in your back, you causing all this confusion, all this frustration at the LAX, and then you wanna go over to the TEXAS? Huh? Help me to understand, because you got too many stories rolling, partner. I gotta take me some more medication. You got too many narratives rolling, partner. You done lied so much you don't even know what stories out there. First it was the glute situation, and then we saw you out there playing in the rain, in the golf, like you Tiger Woods or somebody. And then you was on the Kai Cenat. And then after you did the Kai Cenat, you want to come back with the sciatica. Which one? Is it the glute or is it the sciatica? Or is it both, eight face? Huh? And then all of a sudden you want to monitor somebody to see where they are. You want to monitor the Lakers to see where they are to push a trade. How come you didn't go on and walk on out the door if that's what you wanted? You didn't do it because you thought you could bully the Lakers into an extension. And they said, no, you ain't bullying us no more. We ain't signing no more paperwork for you. Take this check and go on and get on out of here. And see, the thing about it is, y'all, let me get my medication. But this is the main thing I wanted to talk about. I don't want to spend a whole hour on the face, but I'll spend a few minutes on it, you know. Let me get my medication. How you gonna monitor somebody and decide what you want to do after the 3 to 4 weeks? Is it you gonna monitor them the 3 to 4 weeks that you're supposed to be out with the sciatica? And see what's gonna happen? The season ain't gonna start for another, what, 2 weeks? So 2 weeks of that, you can't do no monitoring. What, you just gonna see what the opener look like? What are you gonna do in those 3 to 4 weeks? What are you monitoring? You monitor where you fit in? Because you know you don't fit no more. Ain't nobody coming. I've been telling you that ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You wish they was coming to see you. You wish that you had the control you had 10 or 20 years ago. And then, let's get on over here to this part. Because I need somebody to clarify for me. Remember I said Mr. Marshall came over last week and all the, the stuff about the retirement. See, we call him a narcissist. This joker is past narcissism. He is in obsession mode right now. He don't have no more cards to play. You know what I'm saying? He done reneged in his game. Y'all got to listen to me. He done reneged in his game. You know? Yeah. Renege. He done reneged in his game, so he ain't got no more cards. So he's circling now. He's circling the drain. So while you supposed to be out with your side, and your glute, which both of them got to do with nerve damage, you gonna do a decision 2.0 like the decision 1.0 was a success. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, Caesar? Your reputation, your legacy, your perception in the league is so bad that you gotta pull these off the cuff schemes to get somebody to even listen to you. They said you had 50-some million views. You know, all them 50-some million views wasn't excited about you doing, what you was doing. Half of them was like, he's leaving. Did you hear that part? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Do you hear me now? I know you're listening. Do you hear me now? Do you know that half the people that was waiting for you to make your little announcement, young man, was they want you out the league? Do you understand how much people want you gone? While you laughing about how you done joke, how you done pulled the prank on everybody, how you done got the internet all fired up. And what makes it so bad, let me read this part. LeBron James is being sued in small claims court for fraud and misrepresentation over the second decision and with Hennessy. A man spent $865 on 2 tickets which surged in price due to retirement speculation and have now dropped 80% in value. Do you know these people don't even want them tickets they bought for your retirement no more? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, young man? Your own fans is suing you. And you talking about you want a retirement tour. Man, please. You'll be doing good to get a retirement speech, okay? Yeah, I said it. You'll be doing good to get a retirement speech. 1 day, 1 hour, and a one-way ticket to wherever you want to go. And then what makes it so bad, the whole decision 2.0, I didn't watch that crap. I ain't caught up with you like that, partner. Ain't nothing you can do to make me follow you like that because, man, it's all fugazi. It's all for the crowd and for the crew and for clickbait. You a troll, partner. You don't even talk about basketball no more. All you talk about is stuff that don't mean nothing. And then come to find out that you was talking about Hennessy. Hennessy. Let me see. Because Gigi get down with the Hennessy every now and then, yeah. And see, there's different levels of Hennessy. So I'm thinking, okay, he talking about Hennessy. What kind of Hennessy is this Caesar talking about? You done messed up the internet. This Hennessy commercial. So I went and did a little research on Hennessy. He's a billionaire, so I'm assuming, who is he advertising to? Who are you trying to sell this Hennessy to? I know? Yeah. Let me search. Your fans is suing you for $800 and something. So I'm assuming, I know you ain't trying to get your fans to buy the premium Hennessy that starts at $1,700 and can be as much as $7,000. And then there's a brand. I want to say Richard. Is that Richard? I think it's Richard. Yeah. Richard Hennessy. Is that the one you was advertising? That can range from $4,300 to over $9,000. Is that the one you was doing a decision point 2.0? But then I found on one of my little, my little personal website that I go to, when I want to get me a little sippy sip, drink a drink, and enjoy the New Year's or Christmas. They got an NBA version of it. You mean to tell me you disrupted? I'm told that you disrupted the internet for the NBA version of Hennessy VSOP, and that bottle is $70? Come on now. You're a clown. You're a clown. Your name is Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird should never be in the same sentence. You're a clown. You mean to tell me that you got people suing you for ticket prices that's worth more than this bottle that you supposedly promote? Now you wants to be a mixologist? Now you want to be a mixologist? You been playing NBA basketball for 20-something years, and now you clowning with the VSOP? Man, the VSOP is so old, man. Come on. Where is the standards? That commercial had to pay you a whole lot of money. How does that make your legacy look? Huh? What you gonna tell Bryant? What you gonna tell Bryant? What? You want your son to do this? I'm just asking. I'm asking questions. This with your son? You want your son to go out like this? With a VSOP decision 2.0 commercial that interrupts the internet for a mixologist? For Hennessy? This is not even your own. This ain't even you. This is somebody else's product that you promoted. What is your, are you sending out autographed bottles? Because I don't see no autographed bottles on the page that I'm looking at. Are you sending out specific autographed bottles? Huh? Are you sending out shot glasses, with your picture on it, or your, what are you doing? Huh? What kind of sense does this make for a billionaire, 40-something years old, wants to be on the same level as Kobe, as Mike, as Larry, as Magic, as Duncan? You want to be on that level in your career, and you doing VSOP decision 2.0. Boy, if you don't get your Looney Tunes self off my TV, I don't care how many points you got. Huh? Let me see. Can't be the Remy Martin version. The Remy Martin version is the XO. I used to rock with the Remy Martin version. That's smooth, the Remy Martin version. But you doing the NBA version, if I'm not mistaken. And then what make it so bad. This is VSOP, partner. And I'm not saying VSOP is a bad level. It's a supreme level. But this ain't the VSOP that they serving at the VIP. Huh? Those bottles can be, like I said, as much as 14 to 7,000, and some of them is running over $9,000 for. See, some good cognac, more. Lord have mercy. I don't even know what to say to this kind of buffoonery. I don't even know what to say to this kind of buffoonery. Huh? Y'all help me out. Drop a line in the comment section to help me out. Maybe I didn't see the right brand, but I saw the NBA brand. And I ain't seen nothing in the notes, in the research, nothing on the Google, Lexi, Siri. None of them had anything to say about the LeBron James Hennessy VSOP brand. Y'all hit me out. Maybe I didn't, maybe I didn't go deep enough into my research. I saw the Martell, I saw the Remy. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me if I was looking in the wrong database concerning this man's decision 2.0. And then back to this. Do you think this is honorable? Huh? Again, do you think Dallas wants you over there? You want to push your way out. Do you think Dallas wants you over there? If they wanted you over here, don't you think they would, because they already over the first apron according to what I found out. Let me see. They already in the significant salary cap. In order for them to get you, they would have to break down their whole, naturally, almost break down their whole bitch. That would include Kyrie Irving, P.J. Washington, Daniel Gafford, and Daniel Gafford. So they're going to let Kyrie Irving, Daniel Gafford, and P.J. Washington go get cap space for you season. They already at $187.1 million. And they're already in the negative with the cap space at $46.6 million. And they already over the luxury tax threshold. Like I said, the team is also projected to be over the first apron and could be close to or over the second apron, depending on the player option. So, are you telling me they're gonna sink their franchise to acquire you? Is that what you telling me that you want them to do? Huh? So according to Sports Illustrated, the Mavericks have reportedly shown no interest in a trade, particularly due to the financial and roster gutting challenges it would present. We know you on a 1-year contract at $52.6 million with your player option for 25-26. A trade is complicated by his high salary, which will require the Mavericks to significantly par down their roster to match salaries. So, what happened when you had them 4 teams? Who was it? Dallas, Golden State, Cavaliers. Who was the other team? It was 4 teams. I don't think it was Miami, because Miami ain't even looking at you. Who else was it? It was a 4th team. Y'all let me know who that 4th team was. When those speculations came out about those 4 teams, well, why come you didn't get traded then, partner? Because what would have to happen, if I'm not mistaken, the Lakers would have to buy you out and send you to wherever you wanted to go, but you couldn't go in on a max contract. That was the problem, huh? Yeah. That $52 million would be gone. Well, they would have to pay you out, and then you would have to go into a minimum contract, just like if you went to Cavs, if I'm not mistaken. So are you saying is that what you want now? You want the Lakers to buy you out so you can get on over to Dallas and play with the people that you have berated? Yeah, you berated Kyrie. You berated KD. Yeah, you did. KD woke up one night in the middle of the night, phone ringing, told man, get on the plane. Your plane is leaving. You're going to be in Dallas by morning time. So you think he wants to play with you again? Is that what you saying? That one right there made you to go when all you did was block the shot, and Kyrie was the one that made the shot. So, I don't know, man. And then you got this Decision 2.0 going on in your life, all this disruption and narratives. Ain't nobody trying to come see you, Otis. These people want you gone. They don't want you to move around all around the world the same song. They don't want that with you. They want you gone, partner. You can be a mixologist or whatever you choose to do. Just get out the league. It's long enough. It's been long enough. And then you got JJ Redick out here, your coach, talking about it. They're supposed to be referring to X's and O's, talking about, setting standards. What kind of standards are you setting? You don't expect everybody to be like Kobe Bryant. No, everybody ain't like Kobe Bryant. It was only one of him. He's the Mamba mentality. He's determined. Okay? Winning was his focus. He didn't care about what people was talking about or what they were saying, He was committed. But this one right here, man, please, you can't even get him to play in the preseason, let alone be determined to the regular season. Come on, Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. And then what make it so bad? You got fans suing you for tickets. Where they do that? Who got to pay that money back if they win? The Lakers got to pay it back, or do you got to pay it back? Does Adam Copper Silver got to pay it back? And how come Adam Copper Silver ain't said nothing about the refunds on these tickets? Okay, you can just, you just gonna look, man. I feel like I'm wasting my breath talking about this. You can't even make free throws, and you selling Hennessy, huh? And what make it so bad? It's $800. It's $800. Okay. And I'm not saying $800 is not a lot of money. $800 is a lot of money for some people. But as far as I know, these are your fans. You mean to tell me your fans done turned on you for $800? And now they're saying the tickets done lost 80% of their value. How much is it? How much is it? Means the tickets are down to back to $160. Man, get this man his money back. So at least he can go over and buy that NBA Hennessy VSOP that you advertised during the decision. So he still will come watch you play. He or she'll still come watch you play and get them a bottle of Hennessy. Everybody wins, okay? Lord have mercy. What are we talking about in sports today? I am so disgusted with this. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then you gonna monitor the Lakers. How about somebody monitor you? Because if that's sciatica, if that is a true injury, you're gonna have to do one or two things. You're gonna have to do some extensive. What's happened to that $1 million that you spending on your body? Is it not enough? Do you maybe need to upgrade your package on that package? Maybe you need to upgrade to maybe a 1.5 package. Maybe you need to upgrade to the 2.0 since you made the decision 2.0. Maybe you need to upgrade your physical therapy, your physical upkeep to the decision 2.0 so you can get your body in shape. Okay? Because this don't make no sense right here. How you gonna monitor somebody and you got a sciatica nerve which may require surgery or extensive physical therapy, partner? You can't be monitoring nobody. Who is you? We're sick of you, man. We're sick of you. I don't know what else to say, you guys. I don't know what else to say. There's no response to this type of madness. There's no response to this type of craziness. You are obsessed with being in the media. You don't even care how it looks anymore. You don't even care who it offends anymore. You don't even care about what the Lakers think about you being. You just want to be out there in the front, and you're gonna say whatever you can to keep your name rolling in the media. Okay? Like you some kind of high priest or something. Huh? So you telling JJ Redick, if you don't get it right, I'm out of here. Rob Pelinka, if y'all don't get it right, I'm out of here. Luka, if you don't get it right, I'm out of here. Is that what you saying? Luka said, next man up. Did you think he was gonna back down and be like, please, come on back to play with us? You know, we can't do it without you. Is that what you thought he was gonna say? After spending the summer with MJ? Is that what you thought he was gonna say? You notice people ain't bowing to you no more, partner. Only ones bowing to you is the ones that allegedly cashing them clutch checks. Yeah. Allegedly. I don't know nothing about it. I don't get no clutch checks, okay? All money ain't good money. My daddy used to tell me. But y'all, I just wanted to come on for a minute, have a few conversations, acknowledgements. Hopefully we'll have a better week this week. We won't have no more internet breakdowns with Decisions 2.0 and monitoring and, you know, hopefully we won't have any more situations where we got to get on here and talk about Caesar. You know, I am going to start watching sports. I turned my TV on. I got one of them big TVs, you know. And I put on Peacock. And was it Peacock or Prime? I think it was Peacock. One of them is screaming out, and the NBA League Pass popped up. I'm like, the devil is a lie. I ain't paying for this. No. But then it said something about this is included with your package. I'm like, I didn't check that box for this. Who put this on me? I almost told Samsung, y'all better come get this TV. Something wrong with it, okay? Shoot. I'm not paying for no League Pass. No. And, before we go, they initiated a new rule. I want to say it was Thursday or Friday. There's a new rule now that the players cannot touch. Is it the shooting player's hand before or after the shot? What is that? What is that? I can't tell. You already done took away the defense, so you might as well take away the DPOY because you're asking them not to play any defense. You can't touch the shooter's hand before the shot or after the shot. Why would I want to touch your hand after the shot? I mean, the shot is already off. And why would I want to touch your hand before the shot? That's a foul. Are you saying they don't know the difference between blocks and fouls? Maybe I need to look that up for next week. Let me put that on the list. The new rule. Can't touch the shooter's hand before the shot, and you can't touch the shooter's hand after the shot. What? I'm just gonna stand there and look at you? I can't. Can I put my hands in the air? Wave your hands in the air, waving like you just don't care? Huh? Hand down, man down. Is that what you're looking for? Hand down, man down, or can I put my hands in the air? Is that a foul? Huh? League is going straight to crap. Straight to crap. Yeah, you might as well take away the DPOY because there's no defense anymore. The lanes are open. All we're gonna have now, watch what I tell you. All we're gonna have now is 3-pointers and free throws. That's all we're gonna have now. That's all we're gonna have now is 3-pointers and free throws. Up and unders. If I touch your hand in an up and under, free throw. Layup. If I touch your hand before the layup or after the layup, free throw. We already don't have any post game, so you ain't even got to worry about that. Ain't nobody posting up in the block no more. They might as well take the block off the floor. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. They might as well take the block off the floor. Who's working the block nowadays? Y'all tell me who's working the block nowadays. I ain't seen nobody working the block. You get in the block, man, please. They act like they don't know what to do down off in there. They scared. I'm a female. Man, come on. But I've been on here long enough. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the show. I just wanted to bring up some points that I'm trying to get answers to. You know, how is this acceptable behavior? You know, as far as Caesar is concerned. Wanted to congratulate Mr. Jordan for opening his first world flight. He called it the first United States World of Flight store. He said World of Flight, Sir Ernest. Okay, what your store gonna be called? What is it? The Hennessy? What is it? What you gonna call it? What you gonna call it? The VSOP? Mixology? Boy, you're a joke. You're a joke with a whole bunch of money and nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got no game. You just got maneuvers. Congratulations again to Miss Coco. Y'all remember Verzuz, No Limit, Master P, October 25th, here in the 702. That's gonna be phenomenal for 2 days. Thank y'all for the 450,000 views. We're gonna keep rolling with it. We're gonna keep investigating. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep investigating and see what's going on. Oh, one other thing. The coach from Penn State, he got fired. Pink slip. He got fired. He still owed about $49 million, according to ESPN. But Penn State football, he's out of there. He got fired. So I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll find that out. If any news comes out about it, it'll either be in the community page or you might see it on the show next week. But you guys make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification, you know, so you can be updated when Gigi got something to say, you know. If you want to get you some VSOP, you go ahead and do that, okay? But I ain't fooling with this joker. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. With some new, updated information, okay? Alrighty, love you guys so much. Thank you for joining.